Rhea Ripley to leave Raw to reunite with ex-WWE partner after 384 days on SmackDown? Exploring why it's possible. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer, have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Rhea Ripley is currently part of WWE Raw, but the Eradicator might soon leave the red brand for a major reunion. Recently, Ripley defeated Kairi Sane on Monday Night Raw, and at Crown Jewel, she teamed up with Sky to defeat the Kabuki Warriors. Amid this, there is a possibility that Ripley might leave the Adam Pearce-led show and reunite with her former WWE partner, Damian Priest, after almost 384 days on SmackDown. For those who might not know, Priest is currently involved in a rivalry with Aleister Black on the Blue brand. In the previous episode of SmackDown, Black received help from Zelina Vega in a last-man-standing match against Damian Priest. As a result, the former NXT champion picked up the victory. With Zelina now aligned with Black, Damian could use some backup, and this opens the door for Rhea Ripley to reunite with her former Judgment Day ally. Earlier, Priest and Ripley worked together as members of the Judgment Day faction. After the group split, they formed a short-lived team known as the Terror Twins before deciding to pursue separate paths. Now, with Priest needing an ally from the women's division, Ripley could be the ideal choice to stand by his side once again. The last time the Terror Twins competed together was on September 29, 2024, at a WWE Super Show, where they defeated Karrion Kross and Scarlett in a mixed tag team match. It remains to be seen who will come to Priest's aid in his ongoing rivalry with Aleister Black and Zelina Vega on SmackDown. A reunion between Ripley and Priest could be a great storyline move, keeping Ripley active and relevant even while she's outside the title picture. Currently, the Women's World Championship is held by Stephanie Vaquer, who recently defeated Tiffany Stratton to win the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. It's clear that Triple H is currently focusing on building Vaquer as the top champion, which means there may not be plans for a Ripley versus Vaquer match in the near future. This could explain why Ripley might take a short break from Raw to appear on SmackDown and support Damian Priest, allowing both stars to stay fresh in separate storylines. Triple H, as WWE's chief content officer, has a reputation for crafting long-term story arcs, so it will be interesting to see what he has planned for Rhea Ripley moving forward. Recently, a former WWE champion faced off against Ripley, and new backstage reports have revealed a very positive response to that match. As tensions between Asuka and Sky continue to rise, Kairi Sane has often found herself caught in the middle. Despite the pressure, she ultimately chose to stand by Asuka's side. This ongoing storyline has made for some entertaining television in recent weeks, with their backstage interactions being particularly engaging. On Raw this week, Kairi competed in an exciting match against Rhea Ripley. Following the bout, there was a brief confrontation involving both women. According to WrestleVotes Radio, sources within WWE have spoken highly of Kairi Sane's recent performances, praising both her match with Ripley and her segments with Asuka. Their match was well received by fans and backstage officials alike. However, former WWE writer Vince Russo commented on his Legion of Raw podcast that the match might not have fully benefited Ripley, suggesting that the length of the bout could have been shorter given the difference in their styles and sizes. AEW star Buddy Matthews and his wife, Rhea Ripley, of WWE fame, clicked a picture with multiple stars from the global sports entertainment juggernaut. The two have been married since June last year. The Eradicator is always making headlines and being involved in viral clips on social media. Unfortunately, her husband has been sitting on the sidelines for 7 months. The Hounds of Hell member has been absent from the squared circle since February 2025. He injured his ankle during his match against Kazuchika Okada at Grand Slam Australia. While he has been away from in-ring competition, he has been active on social media along with his wife, Rhea. The Australian stars were seen in a picture with LA Knight and CM Punk at one gym during a training session. The gym posted the photographs on its Instagram handle. The pro wrestling business is very demanding, especially when one is a top star. Performing at non-televised live events, fan meet and greets, and being present at almost every TV taping means one is on the road for nearly the entire year. While speaking on Al-Anown's Wrestling, Rhea Ripley said that she was grateful for Buddy Matthews' support. She also mentioned that he understood the business and her schedule. It remains to be seen when the former AEW World Trios champion returns to the Jacksonville-based promotion. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have been in a rivalry with the Kabuki Warriors on Raw. This is my WWE tryout in Melbourne, Australia. I am currently wrestling Kellyanne. I looked so young at the time. My gear was not great, and I was still learning. I bought those Asami kick pads in Japan. When I went there at 17 years old for 3 months to live in a dojo, train, and do shows, I don't think I was going for a specific look. I just wanted to show them what I could do and hopefully have them help me grow into the performer they wanted. That's why I had no tattoos then, because I was worried that it might affect my chances of being hired. The funny thing about the tryout was William Regal literally said to all of us, "Don't expect to hear back from us soon. We're very busy. We have many tryouts and shows coming up. It could take months, it could take years." I heard back in 4 days. Then I had to start packing up my life and getting ready. As you can tell, I didn't get new gear. I thought, they like this, so this is what they're getting. It obviously worked. It got me the job. I remember sitting in the makeup chair and asking them to keep my look as natural as possible because I've never liked heavy makeup. These days, my style is darker and more dramatic, which fits my character. According to a new report from WrestleVotes Radio, Sane's recent performances have drawn significant praise from WWE officials in recent weeks. Those within the company have reportedly been very pleased with her in-ring and character work since returning to television, particularly highlighting her match against Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley on the October 13th episode of WWE Raw following Crown Jewel Perth, as well as her ongoing interactions with Asuka in backstage segments. That same Raw episode marked a nostalgic moment for longtime fans, as San brought back her original entrance theme, The Next Voyage by CFO Dollar, which she used during her early WWE tenure. Her presentation and energy throughout the match reportedly reminded several within the company of what first made her stand out during her initial run. WWE officials were said to be especially impressed by Sane's effort in the intense post-match segment that saw her try to help Asuka during a dramatic moment, which showcased her commitment to storytelling and adding emotion to her performance. Rhea Ripley is being promoted as one of the faces of WWE, and she is indeed one of the biggest stars of the company right now. She was introduced to the WWE audience through the inaugural Mae Young Classic. Despite not winning the tournament, she impressed WWE officials enough to earn opportunities later. Rhea Ripley made her main roster debut in 2021, and soon after joining, she won the Women's Championship at WrestleMania 37. However, her early momentum slowed down before she rebuilt herself into one of the most dominant stars in WWE. After winning the Women's Royal Rumble match in 2023, she established herself as one of the biggest attractions in WWE today. Former two-time world champion Io Sky recently praised the Australian wrestler, admitting she admired Ripley's strength and style. Speaking on the Insight podcast with Chris Van Vliet, she said, "We are totally different people. She's tall, muscular, and very cool. I'm smaller and faster, and I think that contrast is what gives us great chemistry. I'm more an aerial performer, and she's a powerhouse, so we complement each other well." Io Sky also explained why she no longer performs the moonsault stomp, saying, "I don't think I'll bring it back because it's risky for me. I once hurt my ankle performing it at NXT TakeOver. I don't want to risk another injury." Rhea Ripley is currently not in the World Championship picture, but she is expected to return to the main event scene soon. She is now teaming up with Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors, and fans are eagerly waiting to see her back in singles competition.